A choice? Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes on your complicated taste? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello and welcome. I'm Ash Mannix, and we are back again to play some more of the house in Fata Morgana. Trying to remember what happened last time. I believe that we confronted the nun. We tried to ask more of the swordsman to try and find out about what his relationship was to, I think, the nun, but also we were probing him to see if what he knew, or his relationship exactly with the Lord, being his alleged bodyguard and stuff. I remember that we actually we annoyed the nun because she was like, "What are you trying to insinuate? I don't have any relationship with the swordsman. He is just someone that is the Lord's bodyguard. Are you like?" She was not very happy, understandably so, for being accused of potentially having some sort of illicit affair with the swordsman. But everything so far, at least to Michelle and Giselle, has made them think that that the nun and the swordsman are the couple from the second story with the beast and his fiancée. So I'm wondering what could be going on there. I was wondering if she's not the woman who was the fiancée. Oh, pardon me. I don't know why my throat is kind of feels like it's all kind of thingy out. But yes, so there's some confusion there, and I think we ended it after having a chat with her about that. So let's get into this. Just switch to full screen, and we will inspect our memories. The blood of the saint. This is very cheery. Blinding sunlight drags me from my thoughts. A radiance brighter, more intense than any I've been under today. Or rather, it's probably more my mind interpreting it that way because my eyes can't handle anymore. In a matter of moments, all I can see is white. Snowy day. Michelle, are you alright? I feel a sharp pain, like someone's yanking at the back of my eyes. I'm fine. I just need some shade. Giselle's voice fades away. Oh. From somewhere, I think I can hear her calling my name, but instead of sound, all that reaches me is more pain. Then the world starts tilting toward me. No, not the world. It's me who's falling. Oh dear. And Giselle can only kind of be a bystander in all this. Why is Michelle fainted? Wait, where are we? I'm not at the mansion. Where am I? Ooh. What? What? I thought Morgana was stuck in the mansion. Did we go to sleep and then we woke up? I'm trying to remember what happened. This is odd. You're awake, Morgana. What are you doing here? Does my appearance disturb you? That is to be expected, I suppose. I am hardly what you call attractive, after all. Morgana. How do you know my name? How do I know your name? I came to save you. Where is this? Aren't you in the... Wait, he can't even... it's not even saying the mansion. Have we jumped back in the past a bit? Huh? What just happened? I try to say observation tower, and my voice completely disappeared. Where is this? I'm not sure how you couldn't know. This is the witch's cottage by the lake. I found you unconscious outside my door, so I presumed you came here in search of my herbal medication. Unconscious? Outside her door? Your arm. What? This is before she lost her arm. Does that mean I've travelled even further into the past? Or could this be... You must get yourself far away from this place, Morgana. Better yet, escape to another country entirely. Where did that come from? I have no means of survival if I leave. In that case, beware of two men who will come to visit you. You must not open the door for them. What do you mean? They're a hired boy and a... Why do I lose my voice for all the most important details? 1 second, I'm just going to clear my throat. Hopefully that will help a little bit. Is this really the cottage by the lake? Take a look out the window and see for yourself. There's nothing there. Nothing outside the window. No, that's not exactly right. A reddish-black fog churns beyond the window. A pretty lake, is it not? Not that I have any place talking about beauty. Now I understand. This isn't the real world. Is it your world then, Morgana? Or is it a world within our dreams? May I ask who you are? I once spent much time at your side. This is all so very strange. It was always you who was talking to me, and now you don't even know my name. Shall we talk for a bit, Morgana? If you're going to try to convince me to leave, I won't have it. And please watch what you say. There's something very unsettling about your choice of words. As you wish. In that case, let's talk about ourselves. For so long I fought to fend off the things you said, not because I had any particular dislike for you, but because I was afraid of how entrancing the sound of your voice was. I empathized with the feelings seething through your words, and that understanding almost allowed them to consume me. There was a mysterious magnetism to your voice, and as emotionally unstable as I was at the time, I couldn't possibly have withstood giving in to it. You're saying my voice is unpleasant? Not at all. It was beautiful, frighteningly so. I want to try again. I want you to tell me about yourself. The things you see and feel. I will not be telling you or anyone else about myself. Oh, that's Morgana. I will not be telling you or anyone else about myself, because they would have to be inhuman to empathize with you. In that case, we can start with me instead. Honestly, I don't want to talk about myself either, because it makes me feel pitiful, worthless. It's a story I would rather pretend never happened. And it's not a story I can tell just anyone. But you can tell me, indeed. I was born into this world female. But what? From a young age, being a girl felt somehow wrong, and as I grew older, my body developed like a boy's. Not entirely, though. My body is incomplete. I am missing one thing every man is supposed to have. The change drove my mother to madness, and she hid me away, for I was unfit to be in the presence of others. That was when I was 14 years old, and that marked the end of any semblance of normalcy in my life. Morgana, you once told me that our fates were decided before birth, both yours and mine alike. I spent my whole life rejecting that notion, insisting I was a normal person, fighting to prove I was indeed male. But now that it's all over, I think you were right. My fate was always set in stone. And perhaps if I had stopped trying to fight it, if I had shut up and accepted it, I could have lived a longer life. I could have not left Giselle behind. Do you regret your choice? No, I do not. No matter what could have been, I had to hold my ground. I had to keep shouting, because if I hadn't, it would have rendered my very existence meaningless. No matter what misfortune the decision may have brought, I must not regret it. Everyone has some principle, some belief, some fundamental aspect of themselves they must always stand in unwavering support of, or perhaps must not lose sight of would be a better way to put it. For if we do, we lose sight of ourselves. For most people, these beliefs have probably been internalized so deeply they aren't even aware they hold them. But what we carry inside us is unique. Difficult for other people to understand, to accept, forcing us to walk a path of solitude and persecution. I believe you genuinely do have miraculous powers. And who knows, maybe your blood is special too. But I think your real power lies in your voice, in its ability to enchant anyone who hears it. But it was something you were born with, not something you asked for. Was it not? I am a saint and the daughter of God. That is the lot I was given, and that is the path I must walk. If I stray from that path or stop walking, I will no longer be myself. It would make me worthless. We mustn't lament the solitude we were dealt. Maybe not, but I think that if either of us had had someone, even one person who accepted us, it would have caused us to see the world in a much different light. I know you had people like that, who treated you like a regular girl. But they're gone now. And have you never leaned on their memory? It comes back to me from time to time. But even then, they were different than me. They were so full of kindness, so very human. And while they taught me to experience their joy, not even they could change what I ultimately am. I left my humanity behind far too early in my life. And what about you? Do you have anyone special? I do. And do they treat you like a normal person? She does. However, you still know that you're different, that you can't fit in with everyone else, that you're normal. You do, don't you? I am very conscious of that fact, that on a fundamental level, I am still grey, and that so long as I am who I am, that will always be so. I apologise, I don't know why my voice is my throat is all weird today. Nevertheless, her acceptance allowed me to step onto the path she walked, a path wide enough even for me, despite my abnormality. You are, I expect, only half right about that. You're a man capable of making compromises, with a spirit strong enough to try to walk the path of humanity, while still being an outsider to it. I could never do that. Someone could be standing there, some ordinary but incredibly kind and accepting person, holding their hand out for me, and I don't think I could take it, because I know that if I do, it will only bring more pain. So if I am to take anyone's hand, it must be someone inhuman, someone fundamentally abnormal, and not just mentally or emotionally, but on a deeper level, intrinsically different. Morgana, maybe you could do it. Maybe you could understand even the tiniest bit of my fate. You could do that, couldn't you? Then do it. Understand me. Empathize with me. Take some of the weight off my back. Morgana. I have every intention of doing anything I can. But you have to understand, I am not from this time, Morgana. I cannot promise you I will be around much longer. So instead, take as much time as you need to find someone who will accept you, and with them, slowly bring yourself back onto the path of humanity. It will not be easy, I know. Constant fear at the looks people give you, dreading the things they think and feel about you, terrified by the thought they might abandon you at any moment, the ever-present anxiety about whether you're able to fit in with them. But I know you can do it. I know you can bring yourself back to a place you can love, like what you had 4 years ago. You really are. Michelle, you may think talking to my past self can change something, but you're sorely mistaken. Nothing of the girl you see there remains. Poke and prod at the past all you like. It won't change anything, my dear. It's all too far gone to have any effect. Oh dear. Michelle? Michelle, are you there? Are you alright? Get up, Michelle, please. It was a dream. A dream within this reality. Oh, thank goodness you're awake. Did I pass out? Ah, you're awake. Are you okay? Did you hit your head? Oh dear, Nellie's here as well. Nellie. You gave everyone a big scare, dearest Michelle. All of a sudden you were just on the ground. Were you feeling unwell? No, I just have a natural sensitivity to sunlight. I apologize for any concern I caused you. Sorry for worrying you too, Giselle, and for that rather shameful display. No need to apologize. Like you said, you're sensitive to sunlight. I'm just glad you're alright, Michelle. If anything, I should be the one apologizing for putting so much pressure on you. I had no idea it was so bright out. As long as you're not sick or anything. So you're feeling better now? My head still hurts a little, but yes, I'm fine. What time is it? Almost supper time, which means I'd better get back to the cottage. Was I really out that long? At least you woke up before supper. I should get going though. See you tomorrow, Michelle. Good night, Nellie. Tomorrow is the day before Morgana's supposed to die. Our time is limited enough as it is. That said, Giselle, I saw Morgana. What do you mean? How? I don't know if it was in a world of her creation or simply a dream, but in it I spoke with Morgana when she was still alive. What was she like? Not like the Morgana we know now, not someone who seems to feed off hatred. So she really was a saint in life, like Mel described her. Though I got the impression being a saint was more like a chain around her ankle, the only way she was able to derive any meaning from her life. Not to mention the utter sense of solitude brought about by the knowledge that no one like her would ever come into her life. Do you think she wanted to break free from the chains then? Even if she were able to, she would never be able to return to anything resembling normal. Much like I will never have a normal body. Although... Oh. Oh, you're awake. That's good. What? You came up to check up on me? Don't act so surprised. I'm plenty capable of showing concern for others. That said, no, actually that's not why I'm here. He looks pale. I know you're not feeling well, but if you're up to it, would you mind joining me for supper? Oh? I don't know why you would make such a big deal about asking me to. He's the one asking. Uh-oh. I think he's getting suspicious. This must be the bodyguard, the swordsman. I see. I apologize for not handling my encounter with him better. Don't be. If he was sure I was playing him, I wouldn't be here. So don't blame yourself. Though I would still appreciate it if you came. Absolutely. Turning him down would only give him more reason to be suspicious. True enough. I'll do my best not to let anything slip. You try and do the same, alright? Of course. Well, let's get going then. Could the nun have told him what I said to her? But whatever this is about, we don't want to keep him waiting. Be on your guard. I will. Oh, we're going to have supper with the swordsman. Well, I think it's a swordsman, or the Lord. But I think it's a swordsman, because we came across him last time, and we cross-questioned the nun. I'm pretty sure the nun might have mentioned something to him. Here he is. I see that. I've been waiting. I saved you a couple seats, so go on. Sit down. Look at this scene. Look at that side-eye glare. What are we eating? Well, Mel looks like he's got some like stewed vegetables or something. But our swordsman here is just eating a slice of bread. Ugh. Yep, this is the most awkward supper ever. Yep. This is unbearable. What's the matter, Mel? You've hardly touched your food. Lost your appetite? I've never been a very big eater. No? Then why don't you give the rest to your friend here? It's a bit bland, but it's passable. Wouldn't you say? Why has he poisoned the food? This pressure is nothing if not overwhelming. How does he expect anyone to eat with the air so tense? And Mel refuses to even look at him. Considering he's the reason Mel's involved in all this at all, I can understand not wanting to make eye contact, or even be in the same room. Are you not going to eat either? Don't worry, there's no poison in it. The thought never even crossed my mind. Why would you think I would be concerned about my meal being poisoned? It was only a joke. I don't see the Lord anywhere. He's gone back to his manor. I thought you were his bodyguard. He's a lord. He has more than one bodyguard. What? Why did you invite us to supper? Is there any reason I shouldn't have? There are plenty. Such as? Like... I imagine anyone would feel a bit overwhelmed dining with the Lord's personal bodyguard. Like that. In fact, I'm surprised you two knew each other at all. Let alone were in good enough terms to share supper together. You haven't told this man anything, have you, Mel? Nothing. All I told him was that you were the Lord's bodyguard. I see. You want to know what kind of terms we're on? But what? We're accomplices. Such a shame this was how your reunion had to turn out. You finally get to see him again, only to learn he's a criminal. Wait, what are you... What crimes might you be referring to? Take a guess. What sort of atrocities do you think we're committing? What is he doing? Why would he tell you that? He wants to gauge my reaction, I assume. I have to choose my words carefully. I can't say too much, but I won't get anywhere saying nothing either. Ooh, and I'm going to... Oh. Let's save this here, because I've got a feeling I'm going to have to make a choice. How should I handle this? I have no idea. Oh well. All I'm asking you to do is guess. Just say the first thing that comes to mind. You're putting me on the spot, telling me my friend is a criminal and asking me to guess his crime. Did you honestly think you would get any sort of answer out of me? You make a fair point. Then allow me to change the question. If you found out a friend of yours was a criminal, would you still be able to be their friend? That question make you uncomfortable too? Consider it a sort of sideshow to liven up our meal. Don't take it too seriously. It would depend on if they feel guilty about what they've done, and if they have any intention of making penance for their crimes. And Mel, well, he's someone who would be ashamed of any wrongdoing he might or might not have participated in. I see. What about you? No, that was Michelle, wasn't it? Dear. If you had done something you knew to be wrong, would you be ashamed? Would you make penance? Maybe. Maybe not. You have one hell of a friend here, Mel. Michelle, was that your name? That was your name, wasn't it? Do you have any other friends? I don't have many, no. Any in this land? No. Why do you ask? I don't have any friends here either. Or maybe I never had any at all. Maybe he wants to be your friend, Michelle. I admire your positivity, Giselle, but I don't think so. Somehow I doubt that. Yeah, I guess not. Any family? I left home some time ago. Are they too far to visit regularly? Why do you want to know? I'm in a similar situation myself. I thought it might be nice to find some common ground. I find it difficult to take him at his word. So you made the long journey all the way out here so you could see him? That I did. This is just a small detour in his travels. Oh, that's Mel. This is just a small detour in his travels. That's what you told me, isn't it? That's right. How very gracious of you to go so far out of your way for him. Oh, and Mel, I have a question for you as well. What kind of question? Think of it like a little game. You're standing on the edge of a cliff. On your left is your sister, and on your right, him. They're both about to fall. You can only save one of them. Whose hand you grab? Obviously, Nelly. Surely this isn't the first time you've heard this scenario proposed. It's not real, it's just hypothetical. Wait a minute, if they're on both sides of me, can't I just grab both of them? Don't take it so seriously. Come on, it's just a game. You know that, right? You don't need to answer. As he said, I am only here to see him. When I heard there was going to be a festival, I requested permission to remain until then. If that displeases you for any reason, I apologize. But hypothetical or not, a question like that makes it uncomfortable for everyone involved. Or are you trying to make him feel cornered? Not at all. It was merely a question. I never meant to make him uncomfortable. My apologies. Now, I suppose I should take my leave, as it seems my presence makes it hard to enjoy the food. Relax. I'm not staying here tonight. I won't get in the way of your reunion anymore. You said you'd be here until the Harvest Festival. They're supposed to be putting on quite the impressive event. Look forward to it. May I ask you one thing before you go? What do you think of the nun? Are you very close to her? Geez, oh Michelle, that's not subtle. I am not close to anyone. Oh. Was that a lie or was he telling the truth? So, yeah, thank you. I was hoping to handle that better than that, but I just can't seem to keep it together around him. I'm really sorry. I can hardly blame you. Thanks. There's something really unsettling about him. I can't say I disagree. What was the deal with that question, anyway? The cliff one. Yeah. I think it's best if you don't linger on it. Any way you look at it, he had to be... Never mind. Anyway, keep your eye out. You probably want to be extra careful tonight. After all that, I'm scared he might be up to something. There's no saying where he actually went. I'm with Mel. I have a bad feeling about what he might do. After a conversation like that, it'd be crazy not to be on alert. That would be wise, yes. I plan to head straight back to my room. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Do you really think we'll be able to get his key? I still can't bring myself to believe there's anything between him and the Saintess. And the Lord's pretty much always inaccessible. Does the Lord say anything when you're all together? Such as? Anything at all. Something to give me some idea of what kind of person he is. Sorry, I've got nothing. I usually keep my mouth shut when I'm with them, and they hardly talk to each other either. I see. Sorry. Pretty sure you've already heard this, but the Lord's an incredibly suspicious man. I'm not sure he's capable of trusting anyone at all. So it's not really a situation where I can go up and ask him about his personal life. This is getting more and more odd. Because they have not at any point really shown us who the Lord is. What was it? Jacopi? Is that the guy's name? I don't know. It was quite an odd name. Let's see if I can. Hell. Oh well, I'll need to look up some other time. I can't remember the name. After several failed assassination attempts, among other things, he's just grown to be suspicious of everyone around him. If someone's walking up to him and even thinks they might try something, that's all it takes for him to have them beheaded. As a person, his reputation's awful, but he has done a ton to improve the city's economy. So the merchants and artisans think he's alright. And out of curiosity, what is the Lord's name? Huh? Oh, you don't know that either? His name is Jean-Francois Barnier. Wait, what? The fuck, he's got a different name. What? The name doesn't fit him at all. Not one bit. Jean-Francois Barnier? He does not look like a... Wait. What is this random opinion coming from you, Michelle, about the name? He does not look like a Jean-Francois. Could that mean he's not the Lord then? No. The Lord is the only other person who did enough to earn Morgana's wrath and be on the receiving end of her reconstruction wish. It has to be him. But between this and the nun being named Marie, things are starting to get a bit muddied. Hold on a second. I think I've heard the name Barnier somewhere. There was a diary in the library when I lived in the mansion, as I recall. Written by someone named Barnier. Actually, now that I think about it, that same diary also showed up in Mel's next life. Did it? In it, he was complaining about not having gotten the larger of the family estates. Wait, Mel was complaining about that? And a bad harvest, I think. That was one of the books your family sent you, right? Actually, That was the one book they didn't. It was already in the library when I arrived. You think he could have written it? What? The Lord wrote that book? And here I thought it was just the scribblings of a disgruntled noble. If the book really is that old, I'm amazed it was in such good condition for so long. We can't be more than 100 years behind our own time, so it's not inconceivable it would still be in good shape then. But Mel came back many hundreds of years after that. It's almost like it was frozen in time. Now that I think about it, they've basically seen the future, haven't they? Because they existed in a time well before Mel came back and the other two. So they kind of like got transported to the future, in a sense. Just kind of crazy when you think about it. You know, I think time actually may have been stopped during the times the mansion wasn't present in the living world. I kept it clean, yes, but one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling into disrepair over hundreds of years. That's a good point. Just what on earth is that mansion? You're in the mansion just now, you know. Is it also part of Morgana's miracle? But what's the matter? You've just been standing there staring off into space. Oh, sorry. I got lost in thought. You seem to do that a lot. Just go off into your own world. I swear you've got to be the more absent-minded than me. But yeah. That's not important though, I guess. Anyway, so I've been trying to think of ways I can help, but sorry, I haven't been able to come up with anything. It's fine. I'm simply glad to have you on my side. Sure. Well, I should get back to my room. If you have any good ideas, let me know. I will. Curious or what's going on? I should head back too. Well, I better keep an eye out for the swordsman. It sounds like he's going to come for us tonight. I know we don't have much time, Michelle, and that concerns you, but try not to agonize over it too much. Sorry. After how well yesterday went, it just feels like we've come to a screeching halt. Honestly, I'm having trouble processing everything. How about for now we just focus on the immediate issues? I suppose. To start with, we're going to want to talk to the nun again tomorrow. We might have an easier time of it if we brought Mel or Nellie along. She'd probably be more inclined to believe us about the observation tower if it came from them. That might work, though it presents another potential problem. What if she doesn't believe them? It could put the two of them at risk. And there's also the chance she's not involved with the swordsman at all, as she claims. In which case, convincing her doesn't get us any closer to getting the truth out of him. Yeah, these are good points. Maybe it would be better to approach it from the Lords. Oh, did you hear that? It came from over by the window. Maybe it's a cat. I'll go check. Oh dear. Oh, holy crap. Eek! Damn it, there's someone there. What the fuck? It's a ghost. There's a ghost out there. Get away from the window. Hurry, you don't want it to possess you. Calm down. You're talking about ghosts now? Considering everything they've been through up to this point. Your scream startled me far more than anything. How am I supposed to calm down? You have to go and fit Mel and get another room. Can't stay in this one any longer. No way. I don't think it was a ghost. In fact, I'm going after them. But what? No, you can't be serious. Michelle! That's probably a good idea. I'm wondering who they were. I'm pretty sure they went this way. Let's go back to the mansion. You're chasing a ghost. You're out of your mind. You know, now that I think about it, she's essentially a ghost herself. Afraid of another ghost. Yeah, that's the irony. I think you're kind of a ghost as well, in a way. I think I saw movement in the bushes over there. Is this the one? Oh, damn. It's... Oh, this is the friend of Jacopo? Also, what are you wearing? Is this the same person? She looks a lot more cheery as well. No, I don't know. Yeah, you found me. Is that who I think it is? Be a good boy and pretend you never saw me. Got it? I'm off. What were you up to? What were you trying to jump into that room for? Hold on. Go after her. Stop, please. I want to talk to you. You stop. Why are you chasing me? For the record, I wasn't breaking in for nefarious reasons, so you don't need to take me in to the guards. I'm not going to report you. All I want to do is talk. Is she a thief? Or is she... Is one of the laces of her dress, like, attached to her hand? No, that's just... What? Anyway. I've got nothing to say to you. Well, I do, so please, stop. What's your deal anyway? You some kind of creep? Says the person trying to break into someone's mansion in the middle of the night. I don't know. No. How the hell is a man chasing a woman down a dark road not a creep? As if you took any less suspicious. You look any less suspicious. Screw off! Stop chasing me, damn it! Then stop running. Is someone there? Oh shit. Perfect. Help! Please, I'm being chased by a strange man. What are you? He's going to do terrible things to me. Oh my god. Oh, this is... Oh, shit. Shit. The look of just... This... Oh, she has disappointment written all over her face. Is this a bad... Is this as bad as it looks? Yes. Worse. Yep. It's worse. What's going on here? Wait a minute. Don't do anything rash. I can explain. I'm completely innocent. Maria? Oh. Well then. Yep. You're screwed. Things are suddenly looking better for us. No. No. If she knows Maria, then she's gonna believe her over us randomly chasing her down the middle of the night. So, well, we'll see how this goes. One interesting group, what an interesting set of acquaintances, eh? The angel and the devil, in a sense. So it would seem. What are you doing here, Maria? Wait, are you... Is that you, Pauline? Pauline? Was that her name? What? They know each other? Wait, now you've just now figured this out? I mean, she called her Maria. Or Marie, or whatever. And she called her... Ah. So I was right. That is your name. That is my earthly name. Earthly name? Okay. It is not who I am now. Oh, okay. Were you a different type of person? You had a different life before you became a nun? Potentially. I am... What? I am Marie. Oh, so you've changed your name as... Oh, did she say her name was Marie? And we're like, what the hell is going on here? I no longer go by that name. Marie? That's your name? That's a fucking laugh. You joking? I am not. And that outfit? You become a nun or something? That part of the gag? That's why you call yourself Marie, huh? Name suits you a hell of a lot better than me. I mean, you're called Maria, though. It's a bit different. The Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be... Wait, no, that's Maria saying it. The Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be a whore, while sweet little Pauline grows up to be a genuine Virgin Mary. What do you say? Want to take my earthly name and I'll take yours? You don't have to be so crude. This seems like it could go south very quickly. Yep. That reminds me, I heard word there was a saintess or whatever at the church here. That you? A saintess, huh? A saintess, huh? That's just what people call me. I don't actually consider myself a saint. Pure as ever, I see. If it were me, I'd let him put me on that pedestal, bask in the worship for a while. Then swipe all the teeth and get the hell out. You're unbelievable, Maria. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't take what I say so seriously. What did you come here for, Maria? That's what horrors do. We come and go. I mean, if you say so. We're anywhere and everywhere, and then we're gone. You do realise this is a church, right? I know. Sacred ground. No place for a dirty old prostitute like me. I'm going to hell, yada yada. I didn't say that. I would prefer you refrain from working on church property. I was on my way out, in fact. Wait, who? Wait. Who was your client? But then that white-haired dude came after me. No, you were trying to get into the... Were you climbing out the building? I do believe you tried to break into my room first. Yeah. But what? You keep your mouth shut. You tried to break in. What for? What's it matter for what for? I'm a whore. Maybe some hire me. What the fuck? Or maybe I came to pillage the tith box. Like, you're upset. I get you like money, but come on. Was it the Lord? Is that what who you came to see? Huh? Why would you assume the Lord of all people? There are plenty of other men in need of my services. I thought there might be something between you two. Yes, because, well, we have reasons, because we've seen you in another life. There's nothing between us. Oh, that looks like you're dodging the question. Everyone's denying their connections to each other. But we have the future that tells us otherwise. So, since you're here, Maria, do you want to stop by my place for a bit? So you can grill me about what I'm here for? No, I will admit I'm curious, but if you don't want to talk about it, I won't try and force you. We just haven't seen each other in so long. I'm sure we've got plenty to catch up on. Come on, surely you can stay for tea at least. They don't call you the saintess for nothing, huh? You'll even invite a whore into your house for friendly chit-chat. I wish you'd stop calling me that. You're an old friend who I haven't seen in years. It's only natural to want to catch up, is it not? They're old friends? Okay, this is interesting. These two women that are related to each other, and yet in the other stories they appeared in two separate times. Pauline is Pauline. I'm assuming that was her name. I forgot her name from the second story. And she wouldn't admit. I love how she's like, "That's not my. I'm not Pauline. I'm Marie." And you're like, "What?" I said you were Pauline, and she just like didn't explain anything about it. Not sure what that exactly applies to us, you know. But sure, why not? Though, to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell we'd even talk about, so I agreed to come on one condition. White here comes with. Wait, what? Why do I have to come? Who, me? You can't let this opportunity go. Giselle, I don't know, I'd be a little bit more concerned if it Lady of the Night was giving me the winky eye and saying you're coming with us? I don't know. Now that we know that the nun's Pauline, we might be able to get more out of her. That's fair, but still. I'm not sure how comfortable I am bringing a man into the house with only girls. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am going. Yeah, good point, mate. What's the big deal? You're afraid you might turn feral? No, he ain't that kind of guy. Wait, how do you know? You've got nothing to worry about. You seem to trust me quite a bit for someone you just met. Not so much trust, more like the air you give off. Air? You don't look like you've got the balls to do it. Oh my god. Well, that's a nice way of putting it. What did you just say? Damn it, that stings worse than she has any way of knowing. Oh. Don't let it get to you. There's nothing you could do about that. Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, get your butts moving. Okay. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Giselle's right though. This could be a good chance to get some new information. Ah! What? What is it? I just remembered. Something vital. She called me a creep. In the third door, she kept calling me a creep. Oh my god, I love Michelle's face. It just occurred to me now that she was talking about me like that behind my back. I can't believe she would do that. Let it slide for now. It's something she does in the future, after all. Wait, she was calling you a creep behind your back? What? I'm not a creep, am I? Well, considering that you were like what you were like at the time, I can't really blame her for thinking that. Oh, right, yeah, so we're talking about she was calling her a creep in the future during the third door. I wish I could erase that phase of my life entirely. When I get the shivers thinking of the maid me. Well, I liked the maid you, even though you were really cold and kind of scary, but I kind of like that. So I like that Giselle, the maid Giselle, and I like this Giselle. It's all good. I honestly don't think it was that bad myself. You were also the person that helped Michelle remember himself, so like as the maid you did that, so I don't know, I mean I don't think you were a creep. I'll take that as a compliment. Please do. That maid outfit. Michelle, you are a man of culture. Yes. I love you, Michelle. I love you. That maid outfit though is quite alright. Oh, hello, dearest Michelle. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me? Who's the pipsqueak? She lives here. I took her in. Ooh, it's a strange lady. And she's wearing almost nothing. A lot. Kids. Brutal. Are you not cold in that? Girl, you don't make it in the business worrying about the cold. What kind of work do you do? Your clothes are really pretty colours, like something a princess would wear. In a way, I am kind of like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around Maria, she does not need to hear that. Oh, what's the fuss? I'm just giving her a glimpse of the real world. And you think that now is the time for that? Huh? This isn't awkward or anything. Oh my god, he's saying amongst all of this. Oh, this would be super awkward. A nun, a lady of the night, and Nelly, who's, I don't know, a child, I'm assuming. What a combination. And they're all kind of like, well, at least Pauline and Maria are just like kind of at each other's, or nipping at each other bit by bit. Also, what's this Dear's Michelle about? You two a thing or something? Calm down, Maria. Seems a bit young for you. No, that's just what she calls me. That's what I call my brothers. He's my number 2 brother, but we're not related. My real brother's back at the church. He's got the same colour hair as me, and we look a little alike. Oh really? Must be a pretty good looking fella if he's related to you. Well, thank you. Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good. I don't know why that made me hurt. For some reason. Yeah, Michelle, you're feeling it. Yep. That's quite the assertion, Nelly. It's so lively in here. I'm stranded in uncharted territory. Oh, I bet you're stiff as a board out there. Relax, deep breaths. You're asking the impossible. Alright, well, sit down and make yourself comfortable, everyone. I'll go make some tea and something to snack on while I'm in there. It's a girls' night in. This will be fun. Why is Michelle here, though? You have no idea how much I wish I knew. Oh, that's not important, but you know what is. 3 girls, 1 guy. That's gotta be rough. What the fuck were you? Don't join in, Giselle. Actually, make that 4 girls. Huh? Why would that be rough? Tell me, you've got 3 girls in one room. What do you think they're going to be talking about? Love? Romance? And there he sits, all alone in a pink cloud of girl talk. That sounds uncomfortable. And we get to watch him twist and squirm. That sounds like fun. What do they think I am? Their plaything? Yes. Yeah, Giselle's not saying anything. I didn't just said you smiling too, did I? Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking I feel kind of bad for you. Why don't I believe you? This is hilarious. We don't have time for this. Morgana's still locked up in that tower even as we speak. I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. All 3 of them have ties to the men with the keys. Yes, actually. So we have Maria, who's tied to the Lord, I'm assuming, in some way. We have Pauline, or Marie, who's tied to the swordsman. And we have Nelly, who's tied with Mel, all in one room. This is quite convenient, or fate. We could very well learn something from their conversation that could lead to a breakthrough. So I say we participate, see where it goes. What's this? Already friends, you two? Yep, I like this new lady a lot. She's a sweet little girl. What's not to love? You know, that kind of makes me jealous. It took you a long time to warm up to me, Nelly. What? No, it didn't. I don't think. I don't know. It felt to me like you were keeping a distance. Well, you know, it's not easy to work up the courage to talk to a real live saint. Oh, Nelly, you know it's not that big a deal. I'm not even a real saint. So what's the conversation? Love, romance. How about your taste in guys? Do you have anyone? A crush, a special someone? You do, don't you? I'm a servant of God, the Father. So no, I do not have anyone. Oh, come on. We won't tell, promise. Forbidden love. So romantic. So exciting. You know, I think you should go first, Nelly. I like princely boys. Fucking just right out with it. Way to go, Nelly. My brother's the closest thing to my ideal. Oh, and I mean my real brother. You don't say. And you, Maria? What kind of guys do you like? Me, I like a nice, subservient man. Someone who knows I'm in charge. Subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh? Why not someone you can always count on, or encouraging and supportive, or sweet and kind? Someone like that would be... Guys like that only light you like little tween girls' fires. Things get a little bit more complicated as you get older. Life stops being quite so simple. So you start wanting to find someone who will make the daily load of shit even a little bit easier to swallow. Really? I'm not sure I want to grow up anymore. Though I guess that's partly a result of who I am. So who knows, maybe you'll have it a little better. I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie. Me? I suppose I could tell you who my favourite angels are. Oh, come on. No, it has to be someone real. You have to have someone. I already told you. Ah, there's someone else who hasn't gone yet. Oh, fuck. I can go after that, can't I? Who else is there? Oh, come on, Michelle. Giselle's loving this. You know, that's not a half bad idea. Agreed, I want to know too. No dodgy answers either. What? What kind of girl do you like, Michelle? What? You're not supposed to bring me into the conversation. Lighten up, listen up, let's have it. It's a very complicated personal matter. Then how about we make things simple? Turn it into a choice. A choice? Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes on your complicated taste? Oh my god. Oh my god. We're a danger zone, mate. One wrong step and you're gonna get yeeted out of existence. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, look at his face. For Michelle. Don't think too hard about it. Just pick one. Me? The teensy tiny one? Or the nun? What a choice. Who will it be? Wait, shit, they're not going to make me actually make a choice, are they? Nah, they wouldn't do that. What on earth have I gotten myself into? The way they're staring at me, I'm not getting out of this. Oh shit, they are making us... Yes! Yes! What, really? Pish! That's no fun. You can still tell us what lights your fire at least, even if you've already got someone. Loving someone is a beautiful thing. I will pray for God to grant you both his blessing. Thanks. What's she like though? I want to know. Tell us about her. Oh shit. Oh, this is embarrassing, isn't it? He has to talk about Giselle while Giselle's right there. Super. What's she like? She's always smiling. She's a very cheerful, energetic person. The opposite of me in many ways. So is she staying at the mansion with you? No, I am here alone. Does she not feel the same way about you? Unrequited love, is it, you poor thing? I won't be cheap, but I'll keep you company for the night if you want. Oh my god! What the fuck? Guy said that he's got someone, he's just like, give me some money and I'll keep you warm at night. Jeez. She loves me too. Then why isn't she here? If you're a couple, you're supposed to stay together. Did you leave her behind when you left? Circumstances prevent us from seeing each other right now. I can always feel her there by my side. But I can't see her. What circumstances? Now, Nelly, don't be prying. It's a personal matter, and I'm sure it isn't easy for him. Will you ever be able to see her again? That's a good question. I have faith that I will. Because when I see her next in the flesh, I need to take her by the hands, look her in the eyes, and tell her something very important. Michelle, is she someone really far away? Or is there something else getting in your way? Women are fickle creatures, though. You may think she'll always love you, but spend enough time apart and who knows how those feelings might change. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. We're not as bullheaded as you guys tend to be. While you're here, away from her, she could find someone else she likes. Or maybe she already has. I would never. Her feelings will never change. She has spent more time waiting for me than you can possibly imagine. Though there were times she lost sight of what she was waiting for. Deep down in her heart, she never forgot about me. I know that for a fact. I don't buy that sickly sweet her love is eternal crap one damn bit. It's short-sighted, ignorant. People change, their feelings change. It's the ones you think you care most about who'll inevitably stab you in the back one day. That's what people do. You've just never had the pleasure. But one day you will. Oh my god. You'll taste the bitterness of betrayal. Is there anyone in your life you care about more than yourself? Not a one. You wouldn't understand what we have together then. But someday, if you ever find someone who means that much to you, I think you'll come to understand that it is possible to love someone, even if they do sometimes cause you pain. You're telling this to a whore? That already has me out of the running. I don't think that's true. Anyone can find someone, no matter who they are. It doesn't matter how old you are or what kind of work you do. Or if you're a noble or a peasant. That's a nice thing to say, Nelly. Oh, come on. You're making it sound like I'm the bad guy here. In this case, she might actually be more mature than you, Maria. Oh, shove it. Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn. What? Do I really have to? You do. Everyone else has answered. Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea I made. It's going to get cold. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left? Oh, right, sure. We can talk about that. Should an orphanage? Yep, neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage. Beyond the second door, Pauline had a family and seemed to be quite well off. I guess that's not the case here. So you grew up together then? Sister Marie's never told me about her childhood before. I don't like to talk about the past. Not the best of memories after all. I'd say we were both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that shit heap of a director. Now don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person. Yeah, I know. In your mind, everyone's not a bad person. He isn't, really. But yes, he stops by occasionally to check in. He was the one who set me on the path to becoming a nun. He always was fond of you, perfect little angel you were. I doubt he liked me any more than anyone else. Compared to you, I was a damn gremlin. You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria? What the fuck? The naughtiest girl around. I'd throw rocks at the walls, making all these little holes. And one time I even filled the director's shoes with dog shit. Holy shit. That would make anyone angry. Yes, it would. I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The director either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He'd make you go without supper or force you to sleep outside. Shit like that. Oof. That's awful. I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something. Like that would have made a difference. You adored the damn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe you could be anything less. They could be anything less than perfect. Completely blinded by faith. I don't... You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long. Because there are other people here. This would probably be a good time to step in, Michelle. Change the subject or something. I feel kind of bad for her. How long were you two together? Until we were about 10, I think. Does that sound about right? Sounds about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off. Ended up at a brothel. At the age of 10? What the hell? Been a whore ever since. Since 10? It's been what, 10 years now? What the hell? I'm practically a veteran. Did you like life at the brothel better than the orphanage, Maria? Between the two, I'd take the brothel any day. There I've got friends and colleagues. Although I did lose a whole bunch of them 4 years ago. Wait. The witch Morgana said that she had made friends and she was staying at a brothel at one point. And that she was, they kind of like, they gave her like board, like they gave her a house and a place to be, and friends and stuff like that, and she really enjoyed it. And then she like, they got attacked, they escaped, but then one of the guy, the swordsman was there and just like slashed everyone. It was like, what the hell? So is Maria one of those people? Is that how Maria is related to this? 4 years ago. I remember hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around that same time. Was that where you worked, Maria? Yep, and what a nightmare that was. I mean, why the hell would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after some noble's estate or the damn lord for that matter? A brothel raided by bandits 4 years ago. What's the matter? Trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent? I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm beginning to think Maria might have had some contact with Morgana in life as well. Oh? 4 years ago would make Morgana 12, and where was she then? Ah! I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana at that brothel? You know Morgana? So my suspicion was right. Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked after her together. But after the bandits razed the place, I never saw her again. What a travesty that was. It was chaos. Only a handful of us even survived. I figured she'd either been killed or sold off somewhere. But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? That's great to hear. I've been worried about her ever since. Michelle, Morgana's the Saintess's name, isn't it? That's what you told me. Huh? Saintess? That's right, Nelly. That is indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle. And she's locked up in the tower now. Locked up? You told Nellie all that nonsense too, Michelle? It's not nonsense. Mel told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible about what he's done, but he can't set her free by himself. Now you too? We need the other 2 keys. The Lord has one and his bodyguard has another. After learning the truth, I knew I had to tell you, but I was too afraid you wouldn't believe me. And if you didn't believe me, something bad might happen to Mel. Oh, Maria's probably thinking, what the hell did I just get into? It's not good to tell lies, Nellie. And the same goes for your brother as well. What? The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up and you can't get in. Or are all 3 of you after his wealth? Oh my god. Of course not. And you, Michelle? You need to stop planting these strange suspicions in. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You haven't changed one bit. You won't even give someone the time of day if they're saying anything that contradicts someone you've decided to trust. Ooh. Can the watchtower, was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still lost as hell here. But the long and short of it is Morgana might be in that tower? She is, yes. It might be possible to break down the door with a dozen or so people to help, but that's infeasible. Besides, opening the door isn't our only objective. So we need the other keys? Correct. It's not true. He would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're all wrong. He's a sweet, respectable man. He'd never lock up an innocent girl. Even though everyone else is saying he would? If I don't believe in him, then who will? Who are you? Right. Are you seriously talking about the swordsman? Holy shit. So you are more than acquaintances. Yeah, you look to the side. That's guilt there. If you really have that much faith in his goodness, then tell us that after you've seen what he's done. Pauline. Assuming, hypothetically, there really is someone in the tower, there's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun, I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face. Fair enough. Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So if you tell him to stop, he might actually listen. Please, Sister Mary, help us set the Saintess free. You don't know the stuff that your mate has been up to, Pauline. He is a monster. Your ability to trust someone so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let her turn into blind faith, it will come back and bite you in the ass. I like Maria. She's hilarious. Could I please ask the 2 of you to leave? Oh damn. An old friend of mine might be being held prisoner right now. And you expect me to just scamper on home? Go. Oof. She is a little too innocent, perhaps. But I don't think her faith is entirely blind. You are a woman who is capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you place your complete faith in one man. But that hasn't stopped you from considering what you should do with your own life. You are never short-sighted. We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about me? Give me some time until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do. As you wish. Dear oh dear, that went south very quickly. So, is that all really true? It is. How do you know any of that though? Because. What story should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again? Forget it, that's not important. The pipsqueak ain't one to go throwing around accusations like that for shits. Point is, I'll take your word for it. And if we get the door open and it turns out there's no one there, no harm done. Yeah, to you. So you believe me. You're not lying, are you? No, I'm not. Then that's that. I like Maria. I really do like Maria. It's just like gut instinct. Frustrating part is, winning over a whore isn't going to get you very far towards fixing anything. That's not true. Just knowing you believe me is reassuring. If you say so. Could I ask you something? You did come here... Oh wait. You did come here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has the third key, without which we cannot get into the tower. And my gut tells me you're the one who's going to make that possible. Why would you think that? Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably bound together. Our souls? Don't even joke. I know how it sounds, but that's the only way. Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right, I came here looking for the Lord. There's rumours going around saying he's been seen coming in and out of the church here. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking skull in. You... what? What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me? No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him? Why? What? Are you not from around here? Well, you should know he's one hell of an aggressive ruler. I won't deny he's done wonders for the economy. The city's a great place to be if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and all you need is enough money and you can buy citizenship. But for the people who've lived here our whole lives, the poor, the peasants, those who need the most help, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap's getting bigger by the day. While the main streets look lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death in the back streets. He tore down this vineyard that's been around for generations to make room for more shops. And sure, you can import some damn fine wine from some other city. But where does that leave anyone who can't afford it? That reminds me. In the third door, he ran some other company's factory out of business for his own profit. Different businesses, same practices. Giselle. The merchants, especially those who came in from other cities, get treated like kings, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies. I see. So you're someone who doesn't think So you're someone who doesn't think highly of him then? Pretty much. What would killing one man accomplish though? Not much, probably. It'd make me feel a hell of a lot better though. Do you not actually know the Lord in person then? I've met him before, so I know who to look for. But that's about it. There's none of this, what do you call it? Inextricably linked souls crap. No fucking thank you. Maria says she's met him, and Morgana mentioned seeing prostitutes at the Lord's Manor when she was first taken there. Could she have been one of them then? Changing the subject a bit, there's something I wanted to ask you about Pauline. Frankly, her being a nun, it doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me. What do you mean? I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly the pillar of faith. We said grace before meals, but only because those were the rules. All ceremony, nothing more of it. She appears to be quite devout to me. I'm thinking something had to have made her that way, forced her into the role. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds though, so we never really got along. But she was always talking about how when she left the orphanage, she'd find the perfect man, fall in love, get married. You could practically see her heart in her eyes. They'd buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog. It'd be a happy family, warm, peaceful. And every time she told me this, I'd snort and tell her she needed to get herself a more original dream, At which point she'd start crying, call me mean. Maria. It's like, be realistic. She's like, I don't want to be realistic. Dream house. Wow. Maria was an impressively jaded 10-year-old girl. Yes. She was a girl in love with love. And now she's a bloody nun. I guess it kind of makes sense as an extension of her unwavering trust shtick. But I mean, come on. Surely she could have chosen someone better to be that trusting. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, as unreceptive as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her after all the shit I gave her about it. You know, you're making it very hard to tell whether you like her or not. Don't think too hard about it. Just sticking up for an old acquaintance. Anyway, I think I'll head back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I can do. Guards aren't going to believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making the accusations about the damn Lord. That part's going to be the real bitch, I figure. If there's anything I can do, let me know. You can find me at the brothel in town. Well, I'm off. Ah. It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around in the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you. Don't worry, this is my home turf. And besides, if someone did attack, I'm pretty sure I could outrun you. And overpower you at that. The worst past is, he's probably right. But... oh, another option. I think it'd be better to be safe. I would feel better knowing you made it back safely. I'm telling you, I don't need an escort. But if you insist, you're welcome to accompany me. The brothel's in the back streets. If you want, you can even stay for a bit, have a little fun. I think I'll have to pass. Maybe one day you'll get that stick out your ass. Giselle. Wait, where's Giselle gone? Giselle? Hello, what is it? You've been so quiet. I was getting concerned. It's good to know you're still there. I guess I sort of dozed off for a bit. You what? I'm fine though, no need to worry. Are you sure? Yeah, just remind me what's going on, would you? You're positive nothing's wrong. Positive as positive can be. I promise, I just nodded off. I just convinced Maria to let me escort her back to the brothel. Seriously? Should I not have offered? I didn't think you were thoughtful enough to accompany a lady home at night. That's a low blow. I thought that's what Didier would have done, so that's what I did. Didier. Ah, I see. Well, make sure she gets back safely then. I will. Yo, you just gonna stand there? Get moving or I'll leave you in the dust. It's interesting that Michelle still has that kind of admiration for Didier. And what was the other guy's name? What was the other brother? George's. But he still massively adored Didier, and he still has that, even though Didier was the one that freaking killed him. What the hell, man? Still, just remembering that annoys me. Pains me. Let's help Maria get home. Alright, this should do. The back streets aren't particularly welcoming to new faces popping up and wandering around after dark. Wouldn't want you to get mugged on your way back. I don't need that on my conscience right now. Alright. Out of curiosity, is the brothel you work at now the same one that was attacked 4 years ago? Nah, different place. Unless someone's done something with it. The one from 4 years ago is still abandoned. I've thought about fixing it up, getting everyone back together, but there's not many of us left, and well, Not even sure I want to go back myself, you know? Understandable. What was Morgana like when she was there? Not sure what to tell you. She never talked much, so I'm not sure if she even liked being around us. I can assure you she did. She told me her time at the brothel was one of the few chapters of her life she remembers fondly. If that's true, that's great to hear. There were times I thought maybe we should take her to an orphanage somewhere, but well, you know how my experiences living at one of those went, so yeah. But at the same time, it's not like a bunch of whores were going to make way at her parents, so I was never really sure what the right thing to do was. And then after the raid, well, I felt like shit. And she didn't have to be there, but I stupidly thought it was a good idea to keep a little girl in the lawless back streets. I can't tell you what the best choice would have been, but I can tell you her time with you changed her for the better. So you don't need to feel guilty about choosing to keep her there. I appreciate it. If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me about Morgana in more detail? It's a bit late tonight, so how about tomorrow? Got a little something I want to give you too. Oh? It's nothing much, but you'll see. I'll sneak into the courtyard again tomorrow night. Alright. I'll meet you there then. Anyway, I'm off. Actually, one last thing before I go. Take this. What? A knife? To protect yourself? You sure don't look like you're carrying anything. I'm not, but if I take this then you... It's fine, I've got two. You have... Collecting pointy things is one of my hobbies. That doesn't sound like the safest hobby. Anything with a nice sharp tip sends shivers down my spine. Makes my heart skip a beat. I'm not sure those are appropriate feelings to have about blades. This reminds me of the time Jacopo... That's it! Jacopo. This reminds me of the time Jacopo gave Maria a cartridge. She got pretty excited about that too. I can understand taking an interest in weaponry, but hers seems somewhat excessive. Dangerously so. Anyway, I don't see why you shouldn't take it. She has a point. It is dangerous out at night. Oh, you're so punny. I'd honestly rather not be carrying a knife at all. What? Why not? They scare you. Ah, I remember this. Was Giselle not scarred by a knife by Michelle's father? Ah, I'll be fine. It's only for self-defense, not hurting other people. Really, you don't have to worry about me. I do appreciate the consideration though. If you say so. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. It's nothing. Just get it back to me tomorrow night and we're all good. Anyway, see you then. Stay warm. Stay warm. It's an interesting way to say goodbye. I'm pretty sure I'm dressed much warmer than her. We should get going too. Alright. It is chilly tonight though. Yeah, Maria was awesome. I wonder if... Is this Pauline talking to the swordsman? True? What? Did you hear that? I thought I heard a voice. I did. It came from the bushes over there. I'm going to see if I can get a little closer. About the observation tower? Ah! And I think I'm going to be cheeky. Pardon me. And I think I will leave it there for today. Let me config detail. Just saw my face once more. But oh, interesting stuff. I really enjoyed that uncomfortable conversation with Nellie, Maria, and Pauline. The name of the nun. Her name is Pauline, the same Pauline from the second story. Um, but um, but yes, no, that was a lot of fun. Maria sounds as amazing. Um, and just enjoyed Michelle's kind of reactions to everything. And we found out that, you know, Michelle, so Pauline and Maria knew each other from when they were young, and Maria was one of the people in the brothel who helped to take care of Morgana when she was a kid, which explains why she's an important character in this as well. It's, you know, fascinating stuff. It was a generally really like light-hearted episode. We did have the awkward supper with the swordsman kind of just side-eyeing us and like try like cross-questioning us and try to make us slip up somewhere, and then making Mel feel super uncomfortable as well with those kind of like, who would you save? Would you save if you're at the edge of a cliff and you're there with your friend and your sister? Who would you save if they were both going to fall over? I'm like, wait, can't you just save both of them? But I mean, if I was Mel and if they had to make a choice, obviously it's a sister over the friend. I don't know. It's a weird question to ask, but I feel like it was a loaded question of some sort. So, and we've been given a knife by Maria, which I'm wondering if that's going to come in handy to protect herself. And then we got just like Michelle mentioning Giselle being afraid of sharp things, which I totally forgot about. Which kind of took me aback, just remembering there was the scene where Giselle was kind of like standing there naked, showing the marks on her body and kind of explaining to Michelle why she felt reluctant to be with him, and it wasn't because of him. It's just because of all she had been through. So yeah, I was kind of just remembering that, and just I forgot. Well, not forgot, but I was taken aback by they've both been through quite a lot, and it's easy to forget that in the little moments of joy and kind of laughter that we're having here. Easy to forget that Morgana's stuck in that tower without an arm, probably slowly bleeding to death. So like a lot of grim things happening, but a little like pocket of joy in that little conversation. But that's enough rambling for today. I'm gonna leave it there. This was great. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you guys do too. This is the house in Fata Morgana. I am Ash Mannix, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye bye.